Hello there and welcome to this week's SCB Community Race. We are at Zolder with the Porsche Cup Classic. And I managed to qualify on pole, so I knew I had the pace and I was really hungry to win this one. So now we're coming to the start and I don't get the best start. I see the black car already pulling to the inside. I try to move over, but there's already two cars next to me and I got a little bit hit, and then I have to avoid the black car going way too fast into the first corner and I lose another position. So now I started from pole, got a bad start, and now I'm in fourth, and yeah, I can barely hold the inside and can make into the next long right hander. Okay, let's try that again. I was able to stay on the inside and keep third place. For the next few laps I was hunting down the two guys in front. I was able to stick with them and catch up with them, but I sometimes fall back again because it's so easy to lose half a second, so just in one corner with this car. And I managed to do it quite often. And coming into T2, this was basically the move I tried. It was the only place where I was faster than the blue car in front of me. Everywhere else, I think overall I had better pace, but I just couldn't get past. He had enough pace in the right places, so I couldn't really overtake without completely sending it. It was so fun. When you know you're faster, but you still can't overtake. A few laps later, the blue car gets a better run onto the start-finish straight than the guy in P front. Yeah, that's the thing. And I think maybe now it's a chance that he makes a move or something and I can slip past one of them or both of them. But on the exit, yeah.
Bye, have a great time.
Let me explain. And you can, from an onward preview, you can just see I'm so much quicker on the exit of the corner and I completely get caught out. And this car is fucking shit to save. If you do anything that the car doesn't like, the car just completely spears off in one direction, you're just a passenger. Luckily I can keep it out of the barrier, but yeah, this wasn't really the best for my state of mind in the race. I started from pole, got a shit start, and ended up in P3, can't overtake, and now I'm 3 seconds behind P1 and 2. On the last lap I'm back at the bumper of both of them. Not really at the bumper, but I was behind them again. And into this chicane, P1 goes a little bit deep and loses a little bit of time, so I'm there basically bumper to bumper and I'm smelling blood in the water basically. Yeah, okay, it's the last lap, so maybe just let's send it, try something, make something happen. I was not in the best mood there, to be honest. I was like, come on, I just want to make one overtake. But the whole race I just couldn't do it. And on this last corner I'm trying to make something happen, but I just don't have the run. And here I'm just going for the tighter line to get a better run onto the start-finish straight, and I actually managed to get a better run. So I'm pulling to the inside, I don't know, to the right side of the track, and I'm gaining and gaining and gaining, but there's the line and yep, it's over. P3. So on to the next one where I start from P5. So in the second race there was a small surprise for everyone. Instead of a 20-minute race, what we normally do, it was a 20 lap race. Just one small wrong click on the server setup, and we have an endurance race on our hands. And the start for me wasn't the best. I think I lost 2 positions there. I don't know, I just couldn't get the start right. And that's another small knock to my state of mind or in the race. At this point I was just like, okay, I was too tired of staying at the back of the car in front of me in the first race, so I just wanted to make some overtakes happen, and I was happy to take a little bit more risks. Calculated risks, but a little bit more risks. So I was not diving up the inside in the chicane here or so, because I knew that was fucking stupid. But on the exit, on the other hand, if the car in front got the reverse exit, I'm just go on the outside and try dive up the inside on the next chicane and nearly take out the guy in front of me. Luckily he sees me coming and gets out of the way, and I'm able to overtake the number 8 car and go up into, I think it's 5th position at this point. And as a thank you that the number 2 avoided the accident, I'm sending it up the inside in the hairpin. So thanks for avoiding the incident, and now I'm gonna take your position because I wanted. And I'm into 5th position. At the exit of the chicane on the next lap, I'm right behind the black car in front of me. I'm trying to go to the inside and completely dive up his inside, but he defends it. So yeah, fair play to him. The move wasn't really on, but he is right behind the red car, and I think we both want to get past him. The red car gets not the best exit onto the straight, so the black car just goes to the inside and sends it into the hairpin, and I see the gap, so I just follow him through. And on the exit, he's still right next to me. And on the straight, I'm lucky that he didn't get the best run, so I'm just braking in the middle of the road so he doesn't think about sending it up the inside, and he also gets overtaken by the number 8 car. And on the straight I get a way better run. I have to go to the outside because otherwise I would have run into the back of the black car. And I'm now right, we are going side by side into T1. I try to brake in a straight line and still leave him room, but I think he had a later turn-in point, so we break contact. And I lose the position to the number 8 again. Luckily, the number 8 isn't there to make prisoners either. So, into the next right-hander, he's on the inside, the black car has to leave room, and I'm just gonna follow the number 8 car through. So I'm back into, I don't know anymore, I think I'm in 5th, or I don't, it's so much going on. And on the hairpin, the number 8 car gets a really bad exit. You just see the car stepping out, and I knew, okay, he is under pressure. He's gonna make a mistake. I'm just gonna need to capitalize on it. And I was faking the move to the inside, so he has to go defensive, and he does. So now I know I can go for the cutback. I don't know if you can spot it, but yeah, his car randomly goes to the left hand side. I had nothing to do with it. I totally didn't touch it at the exit. So now I'm into P3. And a little bit later I get a freebie. P1 bins it in T1, and now I'm up into 2nd position. But I'm happy about the position, yes. But now Jasper in front is set free. I think P1 was holding her up a bit, Riker was holding him up a bit. And now Jasper can just completely unleash his pace, and I knew he had quite good pace. So I was starting to try to put personal best left in. What the fuck was that? It's not even epic, it's just some random clip. And after a few laps, I think the oil bleed just got to me, and I tried to drift the Porsche around the corner. And the Porsche isn't really the best drift car, as you can see. And from the onboard you can see it was more like,
I got it! I got it! I got it! I got it!
And now follows an idiot who tries to rejoin and completely fucks up and takes out another car. I just wanted to quickly get back on the track and had too much throttle and too much steering angle, and the car just spun around too much. So I lost, I don't know how many positions, 4 or 5 positions in that. It could have been a 2nd place, but I just wanted to win so much. I was so close to the 2 guys in front in the first race, and then I was able to get up into second in the second race but it wasn't meant to be. And at this point in the race, all the small things that happened before just sent me, I think, a little bit over the edge. I was driving really aggressively, just like this move. I was barely alongside him and just completely sent it up his inside because I just wanted to get past. I wanted to try to make up some positions to get some redemption because I knew I had the pace to win the races, but there were just some small things that stopped me from doing so. And coming into T1, I'm faking move to the inside and the red car leaves me space. I was way too far back to make anything happen. But in the next turn, I'm just gonna show myself to the inside again. He leaves me room again and compromises the exit, so I choose a tighter line and get a better exit out of the corner. And through the long right-hander, I'm able to cut in front of him and overtake him and get into some position. I don't know anymore. I think I was fourth at this moment. Third is the right car right in front of me. And at the exit of the chicane, I can carry way more speed and am right behind him, but I just can't make anything work. But through this right-hander, he's not really using completely all of the road and doesn't have so much speed. So I'm just gonna send it up his inside into the hairpin. And this was one of the moves that I've only done because of the things that happened before. Normally I wouldn't send it from so far back, but yeah, luckily he saw me coming, and on the run to the chicane he's still next to me but decides against diving up my inside, and that's me into P3. And I was catching up with P2 because he got a little bit held up with the back marker, but just a lack of, I don't know what the fuck happened. I just broke way too late and I had to go through the gravel, and I think I lost 1 or 2 positions again. So yeah, okay, I think I only lost 1, so I'm back into P4, and as you can see, I wasn't really doing well in the car. But through the chicane, the right car gets a really bad run. He completely takes to the curb on the right hand side. I also don't get the best run. I completely lose the ground and just jumping a bit, but I get a better run than the right car. So I'm on the inside and I can just cruise past, okay, not really cruise past him, but I just can go past him into, I think, 3rd place again. And in front of me now is the back marker where P2 got a little bit held up behind him. So I knew, okay, I have to be careful and completely send it. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Either you're careful or you're gonna send it. Who the fuck writes this script? And out of the hairpin, I'm right behind him. I try to get a better run, but I just can't get enough speed to send it up his inside into the chicane. He goes a little bit deep into the chicane. I try to go for a cutback, but he is really slow on the apex, and I got caught out and run into the back of him. And at that point I was like, oh, this shitty back marker. But it wasn't really his fault, it was just me being a fucking idiot and being in a completely bad state of mind. It was my mistake. I ran into the back of him. I could have probably avoided it if I had just braked a little bit more, but I was not in the mood to do that. So I'm just gonna carefully send it around the outside of the guy in front of me. This move wasn't really planned, but I was just happy to take whatever I could get. And out of the chicane I get a way better run than the red car in front of me, and I can close up into the braking zone right to the back of him. And I know he's going to leave me space if I just put my nose in there. So on the exit of this corner I'm just gonna drive alongside him and go for something that isn't really there. And somehow I'm going to make it work, and into the hairpin I'm already in front of him. I'm still going to somewhat defend in the middle of the track, and I think that's me up into P5, at least I think so. I've got the results open where all the positions through the race are, but I just don't know anymore. It was way to carry out at some point. And that's it, I finished P5 in the end, which was okay. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you to everyone who was in the race, and thank you to everyone who jumped out of the way when I've gone for stupid moves. I hope next week or the next races I'm gonna be a little bit better. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you guys next time.